Been waiting too long for both. Though my brief acquaintance with Epstein ended years before his crimes came to light, and though I never witnessed during our limited interactions any indication with what was truly going on, I offered the little I do know in the hopes that it would help prevent anything like this from ever happening again. I also have to say something personal. Republicans made Hillary testify yesterday, and she had nothing to do with Jeffrey Epstein, nothing. She has no memory of ever even meeting him. She neither traveled with him nor visited any of his properties. So whether 10 people or 10,000 people were subpoenaed, including her, was simply not right. So here's what I told the committee. First, I had no idea of the crimes Epstein was committing. No matter how many photos they show of me, I have two things that at the end of the day matter far more than any interpretation of 20-year-old photos. I know what I saw, and more importantly, what I didn't see. And I know what I did, and more importantly, what I didn't do. I saw nothing and I did nothing wrong.
So Bill Clinton came out with a statement after his 6-hour deposition. Basically, he said he did nothing wrong. He did obviously acknowledge that he knew Jeffrey Epstein, obviously from the photos. But what's interesting about this as well, he's clearing Hillary. It's very essential that we have to understand that Hillary Clinton is the dark horse in possibly running for president for the Democrats, in my opinion. But it's very surprising to see Bill Clinton because we haven't seen Bill Clinton in a long time. So for him to come out and do this 6-hour deposition is very huge. We have to pay attention to that. But in his what he's saying in his testimony, what he's saying on here, he said he had no idea that Epstein was committing crimes and denied doing anything wrong in his relationship with him. He insisted, like he said, he saw nothing that would have alerted him to Epstein's illegal behavior and that he had ended contact long before Epstein crimes became widely known. So that's up for debate. If you've been on the island, you've been on the plane, we know Bill Clinton had his issues and stuff like that. You telling me you've been to the island multiple times and you never seen anything? I think that will always be up for debate. But obviously, this is a big thing that they want to get past because I really feel that they're coming out and trying to get through this and put this in the past because I think Hillary is trying to run for president for the Democrats. What's another bonus thing about this is what Clinton said about President Trump. He automatically said that President Trump was not involved. He told him that. He indicated that Trump never said anything to him that made Clinton think Trump was involved in Epstein's criminal behavior. So, right there, these Epstein files were trying to be used to exploit Trump and try to make him as a person that he really isn't. Okay? So, some of Republicans have argued and supported the view that Trump shouldn't be dragged into this investigation. But obviously, the Democrats want to continue to drag Trump in there because that's the only thing that they have on him is these files. But you just got verified proof from one of the beloved Democrat presidents, Bill Clinton, and he said Trump had nothing to do with this. See what I'm saying? So they continue want to bring Trump into this is because they want to find a reason to take him down, and this was just going to be a negative on his name until they actually get through it. But like I said, we have to pay attention. We have to pay attention to why. Why is Bill Clinton coming out? I don't want to say hiding, but he's been low key. He's been doing his thing. He hasn't been in the media. We haven't seen Hillary in a long time. I believe that they are trying to make a push to get Hillary as a Democrat presidential nominee to run in 2028. She's been low key. You haven't heard much from him. The stuff that she was going through with the Russia thing died down. This is the only thing that's in her way. It's Epstein files. So if she can get through these files and make herself clear and get past this, it doesn't matter about Bill Clinton. He's already been president. We've seen the photos. We know Bill is a player, right? And what I like of the fact about Bill Clinton, he was honest. Hey, I was there. I was there. I was on the plane. I went to the island. I'm not even gonna lie about that, but I didn't see nothing wrong. That's gonna be up for debate, right? But Bill Clinton's not really on trial. It's Hillary Clinton. They're trying to clear Hillary to make her clean. That's what this big thing is.
As someone who grew up in a home with domestic violence, not only would I not have flown on his plane if I had any inkling of what he was doing, I would have turned him in myself and led the call for justice for his crimes, not the sweetheart deal that we got. But even with 2020 hindsight, I saw nothing that ever gave me real pause. We're only here today because Epstein hid it from everyone so well for so long. And by the time it came to light with his 2008 guilty plea, I had long stopped associating with it. When the video of my testimony today is released, I hope it will motivate everyone to go in front of Congress to say what they know. I hope it will motivate the Justice Department to finally release all the files and to ensure that this never happens again.
What we're seeing here, they said the DOJ isn't releasing all the files. What files is missing? Who are they hiding? They think Trump is in the files, blah, blah, blah. You know, I just feel like these files, how I look at these files is this. They're a deterrent to keep you from thinking about and seeing the successful things that President Trump is doing. It's a distraction. They'll keep talking about it, keep talking about it, keep talking about it. But what we see from these files is a lot of people that y'all worship, a lot of people that's over these corporations, a lot of people over these things that we use all the time. Those are the nasty ones. Those are the ones that got caught. We've seen so many people in high positions resign, leave their industry. See what happened with Bill Gates, right? Caught. You know, not with the, with the minors stuff, but with the other stuff that he was doing. You start seeing all these people that you see that own a lot of things. They nasty people. They are nasty people. I think that's what we see from the files is that there are a lot of nasty people out there that a lot of you guys idolize. And I believe if there are more files, I don't think it's about President Trump. I think it's about a lot of other people that you guys still idolize. If there is more files to release, I don't know. I don't keep up with it. But you have to understand, if you got kids, protect your kids. That's the number one thing I got, to be honest. If you got kids, protect your kids because there's people in high places that are targeting your kids. And they use Mr. E as a person to get your kids and work with it. It's just crazy. But as far as Bill Clinton, what I respect about Bill Clinton in this aspect, he was honest. The only thing that might be up for debate if he didn't see something or do something, that's up for debate. But he didn't deny that he wasn't on the plane. He didn't deny that he went to the island. He was straight up. Look, you can't deny when they got all those photos, but you have to look at the deeper purpose of this. Why do we see Hillary? Why do we see Bill Clinton? They're trying to get back into the media spotlight. They're trying to have people talk about them more. It's because they're trying to make a push for 2028. I really believe that because the Democrat Party doesn't have anybody really. They have Gavin Newsom, who has a lot of problems. They have Kamala Harris, who doesn't have the support, So they're kind of looking at, let's go old school with it. Let's see what Hillary can bring to the table. Oh, well, she got connections to okay, let's clean that up and then let's clean it up quickly. Let's get her husband out here. People still like Bill Clinton, right? No matter what, if you're Republican or Democrat, you still like Bill Clinton, right? So I believe that they're trying to push Hillary. They're trying to push Hillary into being 2028 Democrat presidential candidate. That's my theory. Let me know your thoughts about this in the comments below. Like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell to tap in and see all the new videos. Monday through Friday, 10:21 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, the No Filter Morning Show. I hope to see you there. You won't be disappointed. I appreciate you, and I'm out.